Welcome back. Today we are redoing these windows. The main thing is that we are going to reseal them all up. Quite a few of them are leaking and none of them are looking very good. But we're also going to clean them up. We're going to redo the glass and the edges, just make it so everything is clean and everything just looks better and functions better. The biggest thing is no more leaks through here. I bought this window reseal kit online. This is pretty much $200 for just these rubber seals. It came with a couple other things like sealant and tape and gloves and stuff, but kind of still getting used to the marine pricing of things. I'm going to start by just doing this single one and try to figure everything out, and then hopefully do the other 5 of them, hopefully easier than the first one, but we'll see how it goes. Looking at the inside window frame, you can sort of see how bad it's been leaking right here, but up here you can see it's actually pretty wet. It's definitely been leaking through. I'm concerned that it's been getting into like the frame of the boat here. But I'm going to let this dry out while I work on everything. I did choose like the one wet day in Southern California. Maybe a questionable choice there, but we are going to hopefully let it dry out, get it all sealed up, and so this doesn't keep kind of getting like this. One of the other things about these windows is the film that was put on all of them. It's kind of bubbled and I think turned purple over time. I can't imagine that was the original color, but they're all looking kind of foggy, bubbled, and just not very good to look through. I'm a little bit concerned about trying to peel all of this stuff up and clean these windows. I think that they're very dried out and it's going to be probably a challenge, but I did end up buying some new window film though. I do like the idea of the window film. I think that being able to block some of the sunlight coming in. This is like toned black and is sort of mirrored apparently, so it kind of creates some privacy and hopefully will look way better and a little bit like darkened in here as well. Anyways, we should probably get going here. Alright, I got the window out from the frame here. It is looking super dirty. If I didn't think that this project needed to be done beforehand, now that this is out, I am definitely feeling like this is an important thing to get worked on. First things first, I'm going to try to clean these up as best as I can. I did come a little bit prepared. I got this vinegar, a spray bottle, some stuff to scrub stuff down. Okay, that's actually coming off super well. I'm honestly super impressed on how well the film came off. I just used a razor blade and the vinegar. It's looking pretty good. There's a little bit of, mostly I think glue on the sides. I can do another pass and get that all cleaned up. Taking a break from cleaning with all this vinegar, I am grabbing some sea salt and vinegar chips. I had to grab these chips to satiate the craving of vinegar. So good. Alright, I think I got the window and the frame and the surrounding areas pretty much prepped to start putting the whole window back together, but it's still a little bit wet. I think I might change plans here a little bit and take apart at least one more window and just allow this one to dry out and kind of just give it as much time as it needs. No need to really rush it, I think. So let's start working on this next window. I went ahead and pulled this last window and cleaned out the glass on this one as well. So I have all 3 windows pulled and the glass is clean. The next step I think is just cleaning all of the frames better than I already have. Then I think I should be getting pretty close to being able to put it back together. There's a good chance I might just leave this sit overnight even, and then after that get everything in, get everything sealed. Let's start with working on the frames now. We are back on Le Voyer once again. This place is officially a freaking mess, but I got these frames all scraped out. All the old sealant is pretty much all on the ground now, and I think I can start getting these back together. Overnight, these have continued to dry. They're looking pretty good. I'm gonna start working on getting these frames back together now. I am gonna start with the small one and sort of figure it out. I think that it's pretty important to do this well. If I don't get the sealant all the way around or there's some sort of gap, it's gonna leak and I'm gonna have to pretty much redo the whole thing. So I'm gonna go through this intentionally and try to figure it out. Okay, first thing I did was cut this internal seal to the size of the window. The next thing I think is put tape around the inside on the glass to make sure that the sealant, once I put it on, doesn't get onto the glass. Alright, I got both sides of this taped up. I'm pretty sure the next thing to do is put a bead of sealant on here and then actually apply the seal to the glass. This step specifically says I should have a helper, so I should probably call somebody, but I'm going to try to figure it out myself just because I'm trying to get this done today. Alright, I got this one I think pretty much done. I'm not incredibly happy with it, but I'm feeling like it's together and it should work. I'm going to clean up this extra silicone that got spread everywhere when I was wrestling this thing, but other than that, I think it's pretty much together. Hopefully dive into another one today. Okay, it's now 5 p.m. The day is pretty much over. I got all 3 of these windows done though. This has been a little bit of a battle to say the least. I got the frame connected to the glass, but the windows are not connected to the boat yet. We're gonna let it dry out, I guess, for another night. I'm feeling really happy. I was pretty frustrated at a couple points today, but I'm really happy to see how these look. These didn't bother me too much when I first bought the boat, but especially when I compare it to these, it's pretty incredible how much of a difference they're already making, and they're not even fully installed or looking as good as they could look. I'm going to take a break for the rest of the night, go to sleep, and get back at this tomorrow. Honestly, just doing these 3 windows up to this point was a lot, and I'm feeling completely exhausted. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.